Welcome back, Stassa 23 here, and today I would like to say happy 4th of July or happy Independence Day to all of our armed forces who protect our freedoms. I thank you. Those who have fallen, I thank you. Today we will be going through my top 10 American-made EDC fixed blades and EDC folder combos that I enjoy carrying. So we're going to get started right away, and first up, in no particular order, we have the SPK Sasquatch. This thing is outstanding. I would call it like a mid-tech. He makes some amazing knives. He is currently doing his folder right now, but I think he's trying to work some of these in. You need to follow him to know when he does the drops, and they go pretty quick for good reason. This one is in CPM M4. I'm pretty sure it's at like 65 Rockwell. Super comfortable, and I think being that this one is a nice super slicer, it goes excellent with the Demco 8020.5 and crew wear. So I have a beast mode folder that can take just about anything, and I've tested this one to the max and it did outstanding, and I think it goes well. This SPK Sasquatch, right now I have been just dropping it in the pocket. I had a pocket clip on it, but in the pocket seems to be working a little bit better for me. Awesome knives. Number 2, we have the White River Knives M1 Backpacker Pro. I tested this and went head to head with Guardian 3. If you hadn't seen that video, definitely go check it out. I love this knife. I originally bought it without the scales, but for me, the scales were a game changer. Nice Kydex sheath right here, and I bought a lot of these clips. I love these. I can clip it to the pocket, but man, oh man, this thing performed outstanding. It's a good slicer. It's good looking, and I mean, who doesn't love a good USA made blade? S35 VN steel with a nice stone wash on it. Just sharpened this one up after the testing. I stropped it for a while and I was able to hold it, and man, this thing has a really good heat treated on it. It takes a screaming sharp edge and holds it really well. I think it pairs up well, being that I have a nice belly on this drop point with the Hinderer knives, XM18 3-inch Warney on that tri-way. So I have my utility style cutting that you have a little bit more beefiness here in the XM18 3.5-inch. And then if I need to do some more slicier style cuts, I use the M1 Backpacker Pro. Awesome knives. Number 3 is 2 that I've been carrying an awful lot lately, and the fixed blade, I'm not sure the name yet. These are not out. I got it at Blade Show, but I was told they're gonna be out soon. It's a Hogue EDC size fixed blade. It's very thin. M4 blade steel that's coated, so I don't have to really worry about it rusting as much. Very grippy peel ply G10. Just feels good. It would be an excellent hunting knife if you had to process some game, or like in my case, it's so very lightweight. And I don't love the sheath, but it just makes it that much more lightweight. I can easily just drop it in my pocket like I usually do, and I think it goes great with the black on black combo here with the Oz Machine Company Custom Roosevelt. Still my number 1 favorite knife in the collection, with that nice camo carbon right there and that purple Damascus pocket clip. Love this knife. This was one of the original ones before he did the swedge, number 18. Now he's super popular. It's really hard to get his knives. I'll leave links to what is available. I know a lot of the fixed blades should be available except something like this, but if it's available, I'll try to leave links down in the description. Number 4, we have the Tactical Everyday Dad Grizzly R. This one I picked up at Blade. I'm currently testing it. This isn't one that I'm going to drop in the pocket because it is pretty beefy, but I do carry it scout style on my belt, and I've been really enjoying it. I was kind of worried because It has a tanto blade, but you have some belly here, and it's almost like a Japanese style tanto because it keeps on curving. Very, very deep hollow grind on this, and this one is in CPM S90V. I forgot what he Rockwells them to, but I know he Rockwells them, high, so they're going to be great performers. Just a really cool fixed blade, and it definitely won't be my last. And I find it pairs up good with this ProTech SBR automatic S35V in steel. Just a cool combo. This one's a little bit beefier, thicker behind the edge knife, and this one's a nice super slicer. Next up, we have the RMJ Tactical Jackdaw. I like this little guy a lot. It's smaller, like cleaver style, maybe scimitar blade shape with a PVD coating on here, I'm pretty sure. And these are in Nitro V. It's a pretty good slicer. It has all belly, but it's not a super abrupt belly. And it takes a wicked, wicked sharp edge. I sharpened this up the other day because I was doing a little testing with it as well. Comfortable here for me, and if I want to choke up in a pinch grip, I find that to be very comfortable as well. Paired it up with the Monterey Bay knives, Sea Otter and Magna Cut. I use this knife a good bit, and I'm absolutely loving it. Both of these, you can't go wrong. It's a little bit easier to get the Jackdaw. Right now, they're trying to increase production, but it's a little harder to get this Magna Cut Sea Otter. Number 7, we have the Rainer Knives Fast Pack. I just reviewed this one not too long ago, and it blew me away. It's such an incredibly light knife for its size. I love the micarta handles. And it's in LMAX, I think at 61 or 62 HRC, and it shows because it performed nicely, it sharpened up nicely afterwards, and it took when I say a very, very toothy edge, I didn't take it up too high. I think I took it to like 800 grit, and I've just been really enjoying it. For your light duty task, I think I'm going to pick up their bigger version pretty soon because I like it that much. I basically just carry it in the pocket because this one's so light, I forget it's there. If I had it on my belt, I would probably definitely forget it's there. And I think it pairs up well with those micarta combos. Since this is a nice slicier blade, the Spyderco Shaman, regardless if it's the Crewwear Shaman or not, these two are a good little duo because this is a more heavier duty user because it's a lot thicker behind the edge than the Rainer. And very comfortable. You got some thick rounded sides on this one. Oh, love the Shaman. Number 6, I went with my favorite color on this one, and of course, as you can see, it's blue. And the fixed blade is a tiny one. You could almost fit the entire fixed blade in the Spartan Harsey here. But this is the Jacob Creates Chickadee. I was carrying on the belt the other day, but I think I much prefer it just in the bottom of the pocket or hanging over as a neck knife. But at first I thought it was just going to be a novelty because it is a very small three-finger grip knife. This one is in M4 steel at I think 64 or 65 Rockwell. It performs outstanding. You can actually get some stuff done. I did some cardboard cutting. It wasn't super easy. It's not going to be my first choice, but your fine tasks where I'm doing pinch cuts or stuff like that works outstanding. And if I need to pull my knife out in front of somebody who, I don't want to scare them because I have a really big knife, hint, hint, the Spartan Harsey, then I pull this out and it should be just fine. Look at the difference. And the Spartan Harsey, this is an absolutely beautiful knife. I love the St. Michael's edition. Love it. And the blue accents with the satin brushed flats, just absolutely amazing. Now that I've gotten this one back from warranty and they fixed me up a long while ago, this thing is ridiculously smooth on phosphor bronze washers. It just takes it to a whole new level. I can't even explain it. It's super smooth. while being hydraulic as well. Absolutely love this little combo. Number 8, if I'm feeling like a gents carry and I want to carry a fixed blade, which is not really that often, but if so, I have carried this little combo because I like the way it looked more so than anything. This top one is from New West Knife Works. So this is their bird and trout with those burl handle scales right there. Absolutely. I think it's Buckeye burl maybe. Love the scales. This is a very, very comfortable knife. I picked this one up at their shop personally. This one is a custom shop because of the scales. They have this version in different scale types other than this that you can pick up. S35VN, I think they go to 61 Rockwell if I remember correctly. This thing is a slicing machine. Nice rounded over spine there. Very, very comfortable. I love my bird and trout knives as EDC fixed blades when possible. And then, I mean, I think it really, really looks nice, and it complements the Chris Reeve knives, Manundi and Box Elder burl there. Just look at that. Just a very, very good looking combo. They're almost the same length when they're opened. Number 9, we have the TKL Raider. I got this at Blade Show, and I gotta say, I've been enjoying it. This is a belt carry EDC fixed blade for me, and I was testing it, and I just noticed I carried it a good bit. It is a little beefier than what I usually like to carry, but it's a good size. You get a nice full-size blade. You got some nice micarta scales here, and I was just very interested whenever they were talking about this blade. This blade is clad in nickel boron, which is going to give it some smooth feeling to the touch, some protection to the blade, which is 1095, and it's supposed to be very tough. So I'm gonna see how that affects performance on here. See if it helps it more. I would think so, but I'm not sure. But so far so good. I've been really enjoying it, and it's a beefy knife, so this is for the tougher task, and I thought it paired well with the TRM Three Rivers Manufacturing Neutron 2 because this thing is a nice super slicer with that thin blade stock, comes down to a decently thin edge, ridiculously sharp. Now I'm not gonna even play around. And this was the one with the titanium scales. Great EDC blade, and it's super lightweight, so excellent choice for those two. Number 10, we go blue on blue again. First up with the Bradford knives, a Guardian 3 with aftermarket Kydex sheath that I got off of Etsy, but it's junk, so I'm not going to probably leave a link to it. Bradford Guardian 3, excellent knife. I love the way they utilize this choil into the handle so you have more blade length. Love it. This thing would be perfect if the scales went all the way to the back right here, so you wouldn't have the spot for the lanyard hole. Now I did round over the tips of that, so it's a lot more comfortable. This is in CPM 3V. I tested this alongside that White River Backpacker Pro, and I love both of them. They performed outstanding, and some great guys over at Bradford. I talk to them every year at Blade Show, and this one's a more tougher use knife, and its counterpart here that I carried several times, these two. This is the Strider PT Gen 3 and S30V titanium scales with the orange peel finish. I think it looks outstanding. I love the PT. I think I own 3 PTs. I own 4, but I sold one to my buddy Copper Dice so he could experience it as well. Love the knife. Definitely great combo because this thing comes down to a nice thin edge and takes a ridiculous edge. It's got my edge on it. I sharpened it back up the other day, but awesome. So that is my top 10 EDC fixed blade, EDC knives, combos. I would love to hear if you carry a EDC fixed blade and folder combo. If so, tell me what's your favorite, especially, like I say always, if it's something that I've never heard of before, I'll probably check it out and more than likely try to pick it up if I can afford it. So there you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. Please stay safe on this 4th of July weekend. You know, people drive crazy. Please don't drive drunk. It's not worth it. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.